Okay. I couldn't bring myself to do it the first time. But now it's time to buckle in. Now it's time to be ready. And also, I couldn't read my writing. Greetings! Hello, my name is Kaya. Nice to meet you. Kate says, Hi! From this day forward, you'll be known as Conrad Tamberlane the Superior, the Duke of all diaries, the Baron of books. You are my journal. It's about time my other journals got some competition. My other journal. I had one at this time. Now I have two. And you are so much cuter. Yes, you are. I is write you a poem. And I did a little bit of teacher style editing. I said, is that cute? Was that cute in 2010? In what a world can seldom love go to cultivate souls as... Okay, I can't do this. I'm sorry. I guess I haven't got much to say to you. I have to pee again. Because I was drinking a massive water bottle. Look at that. Filled with blood, apparently. I have to pee again. Hello from English class. We yelled at Miss Nagel for using improper grammar. Even Damien joined in. I think I spelled that guy's name wrong. And also I didn't capitalize it. We are discussing the bean trees, which I have already finished. Caitlin gave me bows today. Awesome. I don't care what they say. I love her. What did they say? I don't remember. Protecting my title as vocab game champ. Will the legacy hold? Yes. Title. Playing trivia on demand. This is a particularly sad bit because I was just hanging out by myself using Comcast's means to get by. Terrible. Playing trivia on demand with myself. Tried to order books on Amazon.com, but my mom has literally less than $4 on her credit card. Ack. Flickering flump stompers. Edit. I had a lot less than $4 to my name. I had $0 possibly owed money to my name. Gotta keep cool. Let's play more trivia alone. Sup, big brain. But what goes on with you, Tambi? You never seem to have anything to say, you journals. As for me, all's quiet on the Kaya front. I wrote Western Front, but then I was like, no, I'm going to write my name. Because I'm a true creative. This trivia announcer is actually quite witty. Much like my now favorite program. Wow, my favorite program. Adventure Time with Finn and Jake. Oh, so witty. It's Sunday, the end of the weekend, which has been pretty hectic for me. Had to sleep on my dad's floor, which is warmer than my actual bed. Last period, Friday, we had a 7-minute heated discussion on immigration in the school system. Must ask Mr. Wynnum about his head scar. Maybe I'll toss you a word of the day, or not. Gee, sorry. I now know that I love Doc Martens. So expensive. Little side note, I never did get any Doc Martens. And I think that's okay. Now that I finally have my guitar, I realize how little I can play on it. Sad. There was something else I know there was. There was something else I know there was. I watched the Aqua Teen Hunger Force : movie film for theaters. It was muy hilarioso. The addition of cursing was decidedly successful. That's very cultured perspective. Heather Brewer, Auntie Heather, is really working her butt off with these new books in progress. She still has time for a short compilation with R.L. Stein, Coolio, Catch Up Wins. I think there was a compilation called 666, I'm pretty sure, that she was featured in, and I don't think it had a book by a short by R.L. Stein. I might have been misinformed. Need new video games, preferably Harvest Moon or The Sims. And this is an early edit that I made on my own journal where I said that Harvest Moon was gay and Sims was gay. And I say, as an adult now, I love those games. I love both of them. And you're gay, little teenage Kaya. There's nothing wrong with being gay. But if anything is derogatory gay, it's you and your opinions. Might go play The Sims right now. Or not. Since this can't be a total ripoff of my first journal, I'll add something new, like lists. Wow, lists. Creative. Well, more countdowns than lists. List countdown /1 amusing shows with a bunch of crayon over it for some reason. Flapjack. 10. I guess the least amusing is 10. Flapjack. Tosh.0, wow, really a sign of the times. 8, scare tactics. 7, important things with Mr. Brennan, who was a teacher that I had who looked vaguely like Dimitri Martin, but not really enough to have written it down. 6, The Office, wow. 5, Family Guy, I know, you're like, huh? She likes Family Guy, but she's so sophisticated. Yeah. Yeah, okay. 4, South Park. 3, Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. Still probably deserves to be up there on the list, but just a brand new show that I had seen recently. 2, Adventure Time. 1, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Update. Switch 3 with 1. Oh, so I wanted Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei because I was a fucking weeb to be number 1. That makes sense. There's probably some missing, but I digress. That was not fun at all. Brainstorming time. Most fun list / countdown by far, because they get worse. I could do acrostics, anagrams, bibliographies, captions, comics, diagrams, equations, finger painting. Oh my god, did you really think I'd do the whole alphabet? And I said yes. In my edit, I said yes, you could easily do the whole alphabet. What else are you fucking doing with your time? Okay, this needs to end. This journal entry is too smurfing long. Ta-ta for now. Same day. Same exact day. Just got bored. Quiz time. Team Pocket. These are the quiz questions that I guess I got right and or wrong. I'm gonna go read Utton and Plumley. I didn't even realize I had that book, but I guess I did. It's a book by Reed Scott Wynnum, who was my poetry teacher and AV teacher in high school, or whatever they call that. Making videos and things. Huh? 6:51. Probably the same fucking day. Yeah, I know, it's not a date. Fuck you too. Rude. But it's not even 7, and I'm tired. What the hell? Wait a second. That question mark has no business there. Why am I writing in a fucking journal? A freaking journal. Sorry. Goddamn, you got me, therapy. Therapy also has me now, but I don't write in a journal. So, is that progress? I don't know. I wouldn't be ashamed to write in a journal, but I am ashamed of what I wrote in this one. Same bat time, same bat place, and deadliest warrior. This is where it starts to get us a wee bit offensive, and it starts to just really roll from there, and nothing is right. What the hell does that mean anyway? I don't know. Well, I'm going to bed soon. Just checking in. Talk to Sue. Found my sword. I don't know what that says. Gunned? Question mark? Found my sword. Because I had a lost sword at that point, I guess. And discovered Deadliest Warrior. Whew. Awesome show. Wish I'd tuned in sooner. Although I still don't get how Jesse James beat Capone. But now, who will win? Aztec Jaguar or Zonde Warrior? My bet is on the Zonde, but it could go either way. Let's see. Actually, on review, the Aztec might have it. Aztec is getting pwned. Zonde wins. Now Nazis versus Viet Cong. Now that's just simple math. Nazis were defeated by the Allies, and the Allies were defeated by US, which was defeated by Viet Cong. Duh. Fuck Nazis and their gay accents. Sorry, Sebi. Sorry, Sebastian, the German exchange student of my high school, for comparing you to a Nazi just because you were German. That's not okay. The Vietnamese use poop as a weapon. Enough said. Update. Nazis won. Bullshit. Accurate. It's my 2 years later edit where I was like, wow, I was so young when I wrote this journal. And now it's been over 10 years. God, I was so young. Istanbul. Not Istanbul. Constantinople. I'm not sure why I wrote Istanbul twice. I don't understand that. Istanbul, not Istanbul, Constantinople. Oh, I guess it's Istanbul, not Constantinople. And then over here, we have Istanbul. That makes more sense. In history, you don't have any use for history because you're inanimate and stupid. In fact, I pity you. I do. Rude. Again, rude. I haven't got a ton to say, unlike yesterday. Penny is getting her money. Illegal? Again, it's Monday. Must ask Mr. Wyndham. Countdown of the worst classes. Which I guess number 1 is the worst. And I'm not sure, actually. I think it only had about 10 classes, so I assume number 1 is the best. Oh, wait, no, the worst class is the worst. Yeah, okay. Number 1 is the worst. Number 10 is sort of best. 10 is English, 9 history, 8 mythology, took writing, but I don't care. What? I guess I didn't even take mythology, but I thought it was cool. 7, it was guitar, 6 biology, 5 drawing, 4 gym, 3 German, 2 geometry, and 1 drama. That's right, I like gym and math better than drama, although drama and German are interchangeable. What? I like German in high school. I don't know why I would say that. I guess because my teacher tried to get me to do my homework, and I said I don't have to do that. I'm too smart for homework. Ignore that. Just ignore what's down there. Had a cool dream, sorta. Andrew, drew who? I don't know why I wrote that. Drew who? Created zombies that kept breaking my world record, so I fought them. I really do wish there were zombies. I need to fight something. Also, I wish I had guns and a katana or a stiletto. Maybe even a makito to work on my clubbing skills and muscles. Spelling muscles. I'm really trying to keep this entry going, so it's a lot of nonsense. Really don't want to do work today. Bad work, bad school and determination is what I wrote, but it's also a very bad work ethic, isn't it? Speaking of Andrew, is it just me or is he extremely attractive? Shout out to Andrew. Weird. More so than Eddie, but less than Mike. And then more recently, I think this is about 5 or 6 years ago, I found this. And I said, I'm going to try to draw these people from memory. That's not a very good likeness of Eddie Edwards. But that's a decent likeness of Mike. He was kind of a freaky looking dude, but he was a lot older than me, and I was just a little creep. So I was like, oh, he's so handsome. But no, I don't know about these drawings. Maybe not the best, the best likenesses of these people, but it was a comparison that I did a few years ago to show that Eddie was actually more attractive than Mike. And now it's just a mess, and it's hard to even tell what is that. And by the way, Andrew, who was mentioned here by name about being attractive, will soon be known as a pseudonym, or he who shall not be named, for like a year and a half, where I didn't realize that I already named him, and I was paranoid that my friends or somebody that I knew would find my journal and say, she likes Andrew, I'm going to make fun of her. So I stopped using his name without realizing that I had used it several times. Ticonderoga Black and Emancipation. Based? Jack Bauer, 24, 124. Objectifying misandry, I think is what that says. Objectification and misandry. Herein, I shall discuss how unattractive the males in this school are. I didn't even write are. Herein, I shall discuss how unattractive the males in this school are. There's really not much to say. 80% of the guys in this school are, well, swamp monsters. There are actually more attractive teachers than students in this institution. What the hell? A bucket of yuck. And of course, this is about a year ago. I started writing these red things in. I said, what the fuck? Excuse me? I'm seriously considering secession from the Union. It's not like anything useful comes from school. As soon as I get a job, I'll consider it. My mom will be all like, wah. Job. And I wrote, job. Because I didn't get a job for several years. I'm also thinking about emancipating myself as soon as Grammy dies. Ding dong! That's Ding Dong the Witch is Dead, because my grandma had died. Whoop.